News Talk 95.1 FM, 790 AM. This is KFYO Mornings with Dave King and Matt Martin. It is 7:35. It is a Thursday. That can only mean one thing, that the Car Pro Jerry Reynolds is on line one. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, fellas. How are y'all this morning?
Doing well. How about you?
Well, it's gridlock in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah. Did y'all get some freezing ice or something crazy like that?
Yeah, boy, and they weren't ready for it. Last night on the news at 10 o'clock, it was just going to be, above freezing and no precipitation, and then everybody wakes up this morning to frozen roads, and not so much the roads, but all the bridges and overpasses are just a mess here. So we got jackknife 18-wheelers everywhere, and just kind of caught everybody off guard. Other than that, everything is lovely. I've had a great week in a 2019 Mercedes-Benz CLS 450. This is a new entry for Mercedes. I don't know if you guys got to see the picture that I sent you.
It's a pretty car.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's got a matte finish to it. So it's a really dull gray. Almost looks, if you've ever seen a car that was primered and ready to paint, it looks like that. It's been an interesting reaction from everyone this week. Some people love it, some people hate it, and there doesn't seem to be much in between. And the shade of gray that it is, it's got a brown interior. And so somehow or another, it kind of all works. But I'll tell you, this car is a real joy to drive. I had to drive to Tyler, Texas yesterday, which was about a 200-mile round trip or so. And out on the highway, this car is just quiet and a joy to drive. It's got 360 horses out of a six-cylinder with a turbo. And I tell you what I thought was really interesting. Adaptive cruise control has gotten to be a big deal with people. They really love it. And the way it works is when you set it, it keeps you the same distance from the car in front of you. So if it slows down, your car slows down. And if they speed up, your car will speed up to the point that you've got the cruise control set at. So I had it set on 80 most of the day. It was 75 speed limit out there. So when a car would get in front of me slower, it would slow the car down. But what was interesting is the ability to read speed limit signs that this car has. So,
get out.
Seriously, I'm sitting on 80 with the cruise control set in a 75, right? So when the speed dropped down to 65, the car recognized the sign and slowed me down to 70. So it kept that 5-mile-per-hour gap there, but it did it all by itself. I mean, it read the sign. It knew, okay, he was set at 5 over the speed limit. Now the speed limit's changed, so we better put him at 70 instead of 65. Cars are getting kind of smart, fellas.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So today is the last day of February. That means that tomorrow we'll find out what the auto industry did for February, if it was up or down. I sort of expect it to be down just slightly, not a huge loss, but there's been a lot of weather issues for February. This was an extremely short February, as you know, 28 days. And so I'm looking for sales to be down just slightly, but nothing huge, nothing that can't be made up between now and December.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll know tomorrow.
Well, I got a question for you about, does it come in a flat black?
No, this is the only color in this series.
Or matte, I guess.
With the matte. But I tell you what, I think it would be pretty. I'm with you on that.
Well, I just have a question for you. Do you know, I mean, you may know this better than anybody, but the new cars use that LiDAR detection, and I've heard that the flat black has a hard time seeing flat black.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know if that's the truth or a rumor.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I just don't know. But if it's true, then a flat black car could actually throw off many cars.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I tell you, this is getting popular. These matte finishes are getting really popular with people.
I like them. I like a matte black color. I can't help it. I think that if I could paint a car of a color, that'd probably be it. But yeah.
Well, a couple of interesting things on the website, Car Pro USA, you want to call people's attention to, especially in your area, where heavy-duty trucks are so popular. We got the pricing and all the details on the all-new Ram heavy-duty lineup. And, boy, they're really getting serious about these heavy-duty trucks. They are really getting into that business. They kind of set back for a while and let Ford and Chevrolet have it. But I'll tell you what, these guys are really getting aggressive now. And it's, the towing power, is amazing of some of these trucks. 35,000 pounds of towing in a one-ton truck. 1,000 pound-feet of torque in the new Cummins diesel that they put in there. This thing is the segment leader, at least for now, but it goes back and forth. Ford will look at this, and Chevrolet will look at this, and they'll try their best within a year to top that. I don't know where it stops, especially with the pricing, because a loaded F-450 dually Lariat these days is coming right up on $100,000. And that's a lot of money for a truck. It's a lot of truck, but it's a lot of money for a truck.
Yeah.
We've also got a story about fake airbags.
Yeah, and you got pictures and everything on here.
Oh yeah, this is a growing concern, no doubt about it. Yeah, it is. If you've got a used car or looking at a used car, this is a story that you need to read, and it just reinforces the use of history reports, because airbag deployment's one of the first things that'll pop up on either a Carfax or an auto check, which is the one that I actually use. I find it to be more reliable.
Well,
so,
I was just going to say, I'll tell you, when I got in a wreck when I was probably 21, 22, and the car was not damaged that bad, but both the airbags went out, and so they totaled the car because the airbags themselves were worth more than the car itself.
Oh yeah, you're going to spend $1,500 per airbag today to get them replaced. How old a car was that?
Well, at the time, so this was back in 2003 probably, and it was a 94. It was a 94 Firebird.
See, one thing people don't know today, they're always astounded when I say this, but these new airbags, the seat itself weighs you. So it knows how much you weigh, and that changes the propulsion of the airbag.
Oh, wow.
So that
I didn't know that.
Smaller person doesn't get the same hit as a heavier person. So they've come a long way with that, thank goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, airbags are expensive, so I can see why they would fake them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jerry, always good to have you on
You too, guys.
every Thursday. We want to remind everyone that your show will be on this Saturday and every Saturday from 11 to 1 right here on KFYO, 95.1 FM and 790 AM.
And website's carprousa.com.
That's it.
All right.
You guys.
Thank you, Jerry. You have a good day.
All right.